Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to share with you guys our updated paycheck to paycheck budget type of situation. Obviously, budgeting from paycheck to paycheck has gotten a little difficult because paychecks kind of come more regularly. If they came like once a week or something, that would be different, but they kind of come multiple times a week, so it's a little tricky, but it still can be done. So I'm just going to share with you guys like an updated regimen that I have for organizing our finances for the week whenever I do this. I feel 100% less stressful and more on top of our finances whenever I do this, but there are weeks where I can't be bothered. But when I can be bothered, which is this upcoming week, because we're prepping for to hit the ground running with paying off my husband's student loans in March. So I'm trying to like get back into the groove of things. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is I like to flip to my monthly. Now, oftentimes I'll flip here, but usually these are just kind of repeats of things that I put over here. And then usually I have some brain dump things, but February is pretty chill. It's definitely not like January. January was for sure out of entire control and it was a hot mess, and this was the brain dump for January, just trying to get acclimated to the house. But for the most part, I don't really have like a bunch of stuff that I need to be trying to figure out or whatever for the month of February outside of doing taxes. And then normally I have the budget right here, our monthly budget. However, our monthly budget hasn't quite made it to this planner yet. So it is in my phone on the Every Dollar app. So the first thing that I do, like I said, is I flip to this, and then I normally look at our budget. Either I'll go back and look at our budget, or I will go into the app and look at our budget. But for the most part, everything the budget mainly consists of bills. Like, that's pretty much what the budget mainly consists of, and all of the bills are here. So between looking at this and looking at the monthly budget, I'm able to kind of figure out how we should move for the next week or week and a half or whatever. Of course, like I was mentioning, our week to week paydays, it's like a tricky situation because our week to week budget, rather I should say, is a tricky situation because we have a lot of income that comes in. So it's not like we get paid every Friday or something cool like that. I wish that were the case, but we have multiple paydays within a week, which can be tricky. But for the most part, what I've done is I've kind of like mapped out our bills and expenses from now, which is not quite the 10th yet, but it's about to be. So from the 10th through when we get back from our trip, which is the 17th. We leave for the trip on the 15th and we come back on the 17th. But I like to like do this and map out bills and expenses and stuff before we go out of town for sure, because I just don't want to miss a bill or miss anything like that, because I'm not trying to pay any type of fees for whatever. This is a pretty chill week. As you can see, we have literally one bill due. My husband's credit card bill is technically due on the 9th, but I don't see it coming out on the 9th. I see it coming out on the 10th. So I have included that in the budget. And like I said, it just pretty much runs from the 10th through the 17th. So let me just show you guys what I like to do. I like to figure out what money we have in our accounts. So I normally go to our two checking accounts. I go to Chime, which one of our Chime accounts is a checking account, and then I like to go to our main checking account and see how much is between those two and add it up. And so the total that I got was $2,921.76. That is the disposable income that we have to make it through the next week. Then I like to write down all of the upcoming expenses. You can write down incoming money first, doesn't really matter. I just kind of did expenses first, but either way, I mean, you might want to do income first, then expenses. Makes the most sense that way, but it seemed easier to list our expenses. So that is what I've done. I have the credit card payment coming out. Again, it's technically due on the 9th, but I see it coming out on the 10th. I have the Valentine's Day gift exchange. My person wants a candle and 2 other items. Technically, you're supposed to pick 1 item, but I kind of am extra, so I normally give people everything on their list if it's not really expensive, and the other ones, literally the other 2 things that this person wants, they are $1 a piece. So I'm just putting $10 as a maximum budget. I think I have a gift bag and everything like that to make it cute, But if I need a gift bag or if I want to get a card or whatever, I'll do that. But realistically, I should probably spend like $3 or $4 on this, but I just budgeted a little extra for $10, and that is the gift exchange is on the 14th, so it does fall within the budget of from the 10th through the 17th. I have gas. My husband just recently filled up. I did too, but we need to put gas on our car to go to Charlotte and back because that's where we're flying out of to go to Maryland. So I am putting 1 full tank of gas here for my car, assuming we take my car. But my husband's car, it pretty much takes the same amount too. We have really small cars. We are going to give one of my coworkers, like a gift card for her baby that she's gonna be. So it's basically, we're not doing another baby shower because we just did one for her like last year or maybe the year before, not long ago. It's honestly probably last year. So we're just gonna gather, collect money and give a gift card or buy some diapers or something like that. So I'm going to budget $20 for my contribution. My husband's gonna get a haircut with his tip and everything is gonna be an even 15. He goes to a military base, that's why it's so inexpensive. I'm gonna budget $10 for my husband's allowance. I don't really see me buying anything over the next week, so I'm not budgeting for my allowance at all. Of course, we have a monthly allowance. So what I've done is I've just taken, like, normally I'll say like how much you think you'll spend this week, just so I can like put it in the budget, in the weekly budget, if that makes sense. Then I have gifts here. I have been purchasing things for my friend's birthday party, which is why we're going to Maryland. And I've purchased like hundreds of dollars worth of items, but I still want to give a tangible item. So I'm thinking I'll get her like a $25 gift card. My husband is, I think, going to be doing the most for Valentine's Day, and there's really no way to stop him because I just surprised him with a man cave. I didn't do it for Valentine's Day. I just did it because I wanted to. Well, it's not like, I feel like when I did the man cave, it wasn't like really a gift, to be honest. I mean, it was something that I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into, actually. Mainly just sweat and gas, running around to try to gather all of the things that I wanted for his man cave. But furnishing his man cave is no different from us furnishing any other part of the house. Like, it just can't, you know, it's not like a real gift that I've given him. So I have purchased some other items for him, and I asked him how much he would need to give me a gift. I don't necessarily care about the gift itself. Like, I don't really, the gift doesn't have, like, I don't have any gift in mind, but I do like to celebrate Valentine's Day. I think it's cool, even if it's just us going and celebrating. Like, if we're not gonna celebrate and like go out to eat, hang out, spend time together, I very much expect a gift. But I don't really care about like if it costs X amount of money. So I was just asking him how much he was going to be needing for whatever gift that he has in mind, and he said $150. So we're gonna do $150 for gifts. I've already purchased his gifts. I think I may purchase like a couple more things. And then the other $150 is gonna be for going out to eat, movies, that kind of thing. As you guys know, we go on one fancy date night each month, and this is gonna constitute our fancy date night. And then I have the gym fees, $19.99, due on the 17th. This trip in the monthly budget, I just pulled to this budget, the $600 here, I just pulled that right over from the monthly budget. So at the beginning of the month, we budgeted $600 for the trip, which is a lot. Actually, we budgeted more than that, but I've since taken it down a little bit because I realized, I think it was like $700, $750, which was a little out of control for 2 days. And like, food is going to be at this, like, we're gonna be fed one of the days. There's gonna be drinks there that we won't have to pay for because she's already gonna have a bartender there. So I feel like $750 or whatever we budgeted originally was a lot. So we did bring it down to $600. So we just took the $600 right from the monthly budget and threw it into the weekly budget. And then I have food. So I just ordered $40 worth of groceries, and we already have stuff too. We don't like eat all of our food and then don't have anything you know, like we don't have anything and have to start fresh. We always have, you know, some meats here, some sides there, and you know, whatever. So I ordered $40 already worth of groceries, and then I'm leaving $40 for any eating out that we might do here at home. So before we go on vacation, any eating out that we do on vacation would come from the $600 budget. So that will, you know, allow for if I eat out once for lunch at work, or if my husband eats out a couple of times, or if we eat out for dinner once, that's what the other $40 is gonna be for. So let me flip you guys back around. So the total of all of the upcoming expenses is $2,304.47. I then went over here to do incoming money. Again, you can flip it, reverse it, whatever you wanna do. So I have a Etsy payment coming in, and then we have some other income coming in, which puts us at $1,535.00. That is what, in $0, $1,535. That is the total of these items here. So you would technically add that total with that total, get whatever the total is, and then you would subtract all of the expenses. In doing that, I got $2,152.29. So that is pretty much how much we will have in our account if we stick to this budget. And this number is important because this week is quite heavy, and we need to be able to weather not only this week, this day, but the rest of the month. So we do have paydays on the 21st. So provided we do have that amount left over, we can add it with the income from the 21st and some of the other income sources that we receive from here up until the end of the month, essentially. And then we can, you know, kind of do the same process over again. So on the 21st, that would be a good time for me to do another paycheck to paycheck budget, just to see how things will pan out for the rest of the month and see how much we're gonna roll over to the next month, see how much we're gonna save for the month, so on and so forth. I kind of have a pretty good idea of what that's gonna be, but you never really know until, you know, we make it through the month. But anyway, these are the bills and expenses that we foresee coming up. Like I was telling you guys, much of our budget consists of bills and expenses. We do have budgets for eating out, for food, for allowances and spending money and nails and stuff like that. But for the most part, our budget is heavy with expenses. I mean, you can't really get out of that. That's kind of life. That's kind of like a part of adulting, unfortunately. But that's the beauty in it, is that once you know your fixed expenses and your bills and how much they're going to be, you can kind of try to take it easy with your variable expenses and your, you know, discretionary spending. So that is just pretty much what I do. Same process. It just gives me peace of mind. And like I said, I normally do this whenever I'm feeling like stressed, or whenever, you know, we're gonna have a day like that. To be fair, these two, let me see, only this bill is actually due as far as credit card payments. This one isn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and pay off this credit card anyway, because I just want to get it out the way and get it over with. And I don't even know if it's even going to be posted to the account by then, but hopefully it is, because I would like to just get rid of that payment and be done with it. So anyway, this is how we do paycheck to paycheck budgeting, pretty much the same way, honestly. And this just really like helps me conceptualize the weeks and all of that good stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.